So leadership is one of those strange things that's part science and part art. When I talk about the science of leadership, we're looking at sociology, psychology, even anthropology. We want to see how people work together. We want to see how they're building communities together. And that's where, psychology, we want to know the basics of how we think, how we feel. That's where emotional intelligence comes in, knowing, why we feel the way we do and how we react. But we also have this really cool part about leadership that's the art of bringing people together. So if we spend all this time watching different groups, different work groups, different communities, from churches, from service organizations, the Rotary, our Veterans Affairs. One of the greatest organizations that has ever been researched has always been the U.S. military. Margaret Wheatley, Simon Sinek, a bunch of other leadership scholars have gone first and foremost to the military. We want to see how people work together. The art comes in bringing those people together. It's this really weird thing. We've always been told that, we are one of many, but we can be all we need to be just by ourselves. And we have seen that time and time again. It's not true. When we have a baby that has too little social interaction, they get a disorder called failure to thrive. If you don't hug and love a baby, they don't grow like they're supposed to. Us adults are like that too, which is where this art comes in of saying we care about you. Simon Sinek puts it as leaders eat last. I call it the love in leadership. How are you going to love other people? How are you going to bring diverse people together? We're talking about experiences, cultures, mindsets, thought process, education. We need all of these in our organizations. The more that we have diverse thoughts, the more that we have diverse ways of exploring a potential problem, the more likely we are to get to the bare bones basics of it. And we can get blinded by our experiences. One of my favorites is, I'm a liberal arts major. I got my master's in organizational leadership. I had this really fun time with my buddy at his bachelor party. We all went camping. We had tents and a trailer. It was great. One liberal arts major, 5 engineers. While the 5 engineers sat there and took a look at the tent, looked over the instructions, this is how you're going to build it. Well, we could do it a little bit better. We could do this, that. They argued about it for about a half hour. What they had failed to notice is that the liberal arts major had had it built for 20 minutes behind them, ready to go. That diverse thought. We get stuck in what we do every day. The art of leadership isn't just in, hey, I can say we care about you, but it's actually doing something about it. And one of the ways that I think is most effective is moving past me, or moving past you, moving past I. It's a hard concept, but I know every time I come to be a part of a team, I am not the most important one. The more I can remember that, the better we are going to do. Because I want to move past me and find the us. Every organization does this. After you get done being a startup, you look for more people that can do it. More people that can do the work. You want accountants. You want people who can do your work. If you're a bicycle company, you want people that know bikes, people that can weld, people that can build tires. You don't want the same idea. You don't want the same thought process. You want to bring together the best minds that you possibly can. Leadership really is finding those best people and letting them know that you care about them. We want them to know that, hey, I'm not going to run over you. I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. And that's hard because we do have to keep really mindful of doing the work the best we can, doing a quality job. And sometimes that is our job to say, hey, we're not doing our best. It's that honest authenticity that we need of, hey, we can do better than this. That's not to attack somebody. That's not to put someone down. It's to hold us all accountable. That art, caring about one another. It's something that I have seen us lose. We are more divided than I have seen in a while. In my lifetime, it is rough. It is hard to find a way to come together. The main thing we have to do is remember that we are one people. We are one big community. So the last thing I want you to remember when you're thinking about leadership is this science and this art. Is there's a lot of things that we have to do where we think really, really hard. But I want you to remember to take the time to use your heart and make sure that every time we're interacting with one another, it is a beautiful masterpiece.